Joining me is Sky News Political Editor Andrew Clennell. Andrew Clennell, thanks for your time. Look, I've had my say. I just thought that ceremony was just a waste of space. It was an embarrassment. But someone must have thought it meant something. Someone must have got something out of it. Who are these people?
Well, it looks like some former Prime Ministers got something out of it. I thought it was interesting to see Keating, the staunch Republican there, and Howard, the staunch constitutional monarchist there side by side. But yes, I mean, Anthony Collier, he hasn't sort of been front of mind for a while. You Will Never Walk Alone, the Liverpool football anthem, I didn't quite get that. I thought it was okay, though. I'm not as harsh as you, Andrew. I'm sort of relieved the period of mourning is over, to be frank, as much as we should celebrate the life of the Queen and we'll never see her like again. How long can this thing go on for? But I guess it goes on tomorrow in the Parliament with more condolences, frankly. But, you know, England's kind of finished their period of mourning, so why are we still going?
Look, I think that's absolutely correct. I mean, this day of mourning obviously should have been on the day of the Queen's funeral. I mean, that's when she was being buried. And I just think the whole timing, the timing's been bungled, you know, it really has. I'm looking out the window, I'm seeing people sailing on the seas, so much for tears of emotion. The only thing salty there is the sea. I just think this today really let Australia down, and I wonder who's responsible.
Well, it'd have to be the Prime Minister's office, I guess. They would have organised it. So if you're not happy, that's where your misgivings should be directed, Andrew.
Okay, I'm just taking down the address, mate. If you could just send me the PO box number, it'll be in the mail.
I'm sure they'll read or hear.
Politics. Okay. All right, I'll send them a little tape of this discussion. Here's another thing I didn't understand this week, mate. Terry McCrann, I talked to him about it. I think he put me right. He said it was because the government didn't want to thank Josh Frydenberg. $50 billion.
Yeah. Winds
up. They found it behind the couch or something, right? Out of a clear blue sky. The government gets $50 billion more than it expected just a couple of months ago. It's going to be in the budget next month. Play money, $50 billion. The long face from Jim Chalmers, as if this is the worst thing that ever happened to him. We can't take this for granted. It's really tough. What's all that about?
Well, the long face is probably because he can't claim credit because it's a result from last financial year. No, look, in all seriousness, it does. And I've been playing all week this quote after the election when he and Katie Gallagher went out and said the situation was dire. You know, they were going for that budget black hole sort of moment that governments do, and it just wasn't there. And that's clear now.
The fiscal situation we're inheriting is dire. The budget situation that we're inheriting from the Liberal Party is of serious concern to us.
Clearly, there are some significant challenges facing both the economy and the budget. The point we're trying to make is that there are huge pressures coming on the budget.
Now, they say things get worse as we go on. We've heard for a while health and aged care and NDIS costs are going up. We know there's $830 million in net debt projected down the track. So I'm not going to pretend there's no problems here, but I do think it is a bit disingenuous to come out and say, we found $50 billion, but we need to have a national conversation about structural reform because we haven't got enough money. I mean, unfortunately, one argument takes away from the other, no matter how you want to look at it. And what's to say, given the situation the world's in with shortages of various minerals and the like, that we won't continue to see high commodity prices, that we won't continue to see low unemployment. They were saying there was a $1.6 billion underspending job seeker, for example, last financial year. And every budget Treasury underestimates the commodity price, by the way. They say $55 a tonne iron ore. It's usually at least 100.
Policy. Has
been up to 200. So that seems to be almost a device so that the treasurers can get up and go, look how well we've done, when really they've just ridden the boom. So I don't see
They've been doing this for
why.
years, mate. They have been doing this for
Yeah.
years. Josh
Yeah.
Frydenberg was a master at it. you know?
Yes.
Oh, the coal prices might go down. And then, hey, look, money, 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 which of course takes off the spending restraint they have to exercise. Andrew Clennell, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Andrew.